Hi, it's me. Welcome back to the afternoon desk. Good afternoon. We're actually filming in the afternoon. That's the afternoon desk. That's so great. Hi, I just wanted to pick up this piece on visual cognition. I'm going to start with where we left off. So we left off with what you're describing, what I was describing about my processing. Sounds more like advanced mental simulation. The description you gave is actually very consistent with how the brain works. Your brain may be doing something like this. You hear someone describe pain. Your brain builds a mental model of their body. Your visual system imagines what could be happening internally, 100%. Your intuition fills in possibilities, of course. Neuroscientists call related processes mental imagery, embodied simulation, predictive processing. The brain is constantly predicting and modeling the world, including other people's bodies. Highly developed visual cognition. Some people have extremely strong visual imagination networks. That's me. I thought everyone did. That ability is related to activity in the visual cortex and parietal regions of the brain. Parietal. People with strong visual cognition often mentally rotate objects easily, but I'd still fail a test to Cooper Union. Imagine anatomical structures, reconstruct scenes in detail, see concepts internally. This skill appears in surgeons, engineers, artists, architects, and athletes. They often say they can visualize the inside of things. I just swallowed hard. But I would say some other energy around me, or did you just swallow hard? Okay. Intuition and observation. Your brain may be unconsciously combining, I don't know why I keep messing with my hair, intuition and observation. Another factor is pattern recognition. Your brain may be unconsciously combining symptom descriptions, knowledge of injuries, body mechanics, emotional tone of the person speaking. That's huge for me. Huge. The result can feel like a sudden internal image, but technically it's the brain synthesizing information extremely quickly. A personal note for myself, and people may wonder this, I notice when I watch back the videos, I speak very slowly. It's so wild because inside it's actually much quicker. I'm not slow, I'm quick. It just comes out slowly because I'm processing. In many older medical traditions, practitioners relied heavily on observation and intuition. Examples include Hippocratic physicians in ancient Greece, indigenous herbalists and healers, traditional Chinese medicine practitioners. They used pulse reading, posture observation, facial color, breathing patterns, environmental context, and those skills were essentially high-level human perception. Sometimes when people describe a physical problem, my brain automatically constructs a visual model of what might be happening in their body. It's kind of intuitive visualization, not diagnosis, but it can suggest possibilities worth checking with a doctor. Once I told my friend who had gone through, I think 3 months in India of like all this shamanic healing and herbalists and all these people doing all this Reiki and body work on him. He's like, my back still hurts. He had emotional support because he had all this support, very large spiritual network supporting him. And I think he was trying to detect it for like a year. I said, you should probably just get an x-ray. I see a piece of something. I actually think I said it could be wood in or around your spine. He did. He had a piece of bark in his spine. He got the x-ray. There it was. Just showed up right there. Isn't that wild? Yeah, I love it. Hate me for it. I don't care. Because my spiritual group around me was like, that sounds ungrounded. We don't love it. She's so weird. Like, okay. Well, I think that's very weird. I think it's very strange to purport yourself to be in a spiritual community and be full of such limiting beliefs and animosity towards a member. I think that's very weird. If you're here and you're listening, I'm glad I get to say this to you. And I think weird is weird. To call someone weird is weird. I know I'm weird. Weird? What? Okay. Anyway, the key idea, what you're describing, well, you know why I'm upset about it? Because it's cost me a lot of my life. And I had no idea I had to be out here batting for my reputation to people who walk around like they're literally angels saving the world. They're not. You can't just be in the position and say you're the thing. You eventually have to be the thing, or the thing shows itself and you look like exactly what you are. In the town I'm in, whereas like my parents and the moms around me sometimes sold Mary Kay or went into real estate, these people went into healing. Whoa. They'll point out your bad teeth. They'll point out your flaws. They'll call to that instead of what you're calling to. They'll block your calling. Life path workers, wasn't that what that was? I'm going back years, but you can still see it's in my energy. So glad it's expressed. I hope whoever needs to see this sees this, and whoever's going through anything that I was going through, I hope you recognize yourself and you feel good. Ancient practices. So mine might be a little more specialized, but this is really interesting. One more fascinating thing. Some neuroscientists think humans evolved this ability partly for social survival, being able to sense injury, illness, or distress in others quickly. So what feels unusual today may actually be an ancient human skill. Yeah. How Sherlock Holmes style deduction is actually based on real medical training. Medieval physicians diagnosing illness by observation, of course. Why modern doctors still rely heavily on visual intuition before lab tests. I think it's like muscle memory, all kinds of stuff. Visual memory. So thanks so much for being here, guys. Can you please like and subscribe? If you're here and you're watching this long, please subscribe. It does it. You never have to come back, but just subscribe. You got something out of this. You did, even if it's a good laugh. I know for some people around me, I'm worth a lot of good laughs and a lot of money. So long as they can make me look like a good laugh. You know what that's called? I do. Oh, well, in law, it's tortious, it's slander, it's defamation. But in the world of worlds, it's cruel. Just casual cruelty. Just getting off on casual cruelty. Okay. This is great. Okay. I'm going to do a slab. Start another one. So I'm going to keep this here, so I don't have to keep importing. What should I do? I'm right on top of that. Look at this posturing. Like I would kind of look at, I'll work it. I don't work here. I'll look at pretty much everything, even like the sound of the, like what hit the desk, changing the glasses, all kinds of stuff, the way I move my hair, the way I move my lips, what kind of eye contact, the glasses going down, mannerisms, tone of voice, all kinds of things. And I'll just know who's around. One way or another, I'm gonna find you. Okay, segment before. Oh, I'm going to start this then.